with the FHJ here. Lovely FHJ usage. THG should win this fight very easily. Not gonna be easy like I thought it would be. But there we go. A third party comes in and it looks like Stiller and the TSG boys are gonna be able to win that. Rewind as well. What a perfect rewind. Pinchado? Pinchito? No! The third party as well. Oh my god, Stiller, get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, Jack 12's being used here. He needs to get out of this situation. Gonna use the hype max to get momentum to get out of that fight. Great stuff from Stiller. I think he got his teammates tagged there as well. He hasn't scanned it, but I'm pretty sure he picked it up. So a phenomenal job from the Philippines duo. Holy Father and Marab still also alive right now. They're playing a little bit more defensively. They do have a tank beside them. I don't know if they're going to use that tank or what, but I mean, it's there if they want to. For sure. Going down the list to see where all of the better players are, we'll top on board with Chapo. As there's another African team right beside them on the other side of this hill. We could see some African on African violence here in the $10,000 Jewel Destruction Tournament. Tank is perfectly legal, chat. Tank is perfectly legal. It's only Jackal, Medic, and Tempest banned in this, along with teaming up. Chapo spotted the African team right in front of him. I didn't want to see it, but I think there might be some African on African violence here as Nagdi is eliminated, an M7. Unfortunately, their MVP for today is going to be Mr. Thank You, the M7 MVP, instead of the players inside of this tournament. Ain't that right? Not sure where Astro's from, if he's from M7 too, with the TikTok Universe gift. Chapo did see this team right in front of them. This is going to be a team from Latin America. Fund and Soy Topo. They're actually on the scoreboard right now, I believe. At least they were after the game before. Did they get kicked off? It looks like they did. They got barely kicked off of the top 10, whereas they were in it after game number 2. SMRS, I don't think this is going to land. Ooh, he might land it here on the left, though. That was a bad shot. He just gave away his position for no reason. Could have got an easy pick later. Trapmaster going to go down here for the broski. I have him on third person, but it's giving me a first-person POV, and they're taking a lot of damage here and now. Oh my god, is that a dragon fire? Oh my god, it's a dragon fire. Oh, they might actually die to this. Oh, Dagon's able to make it go down, but Fund is pushed up, and he might be able to get a knock on to Dagon. There it comes through. Now it's all down to Chapo to make a play here, but he's went into action with a different team from the Philippines. So a little bit of Philippines-Latam connection there. Going into the middle of this game, that African duo is out. Chapo, one of the best players, if not the best player, from the entirety of the African continent. Not only is Chapo really good, he does not talk shit above his skill level like we see fairly often from some really good, talented players in the past from all of the regions in the game. He's a humble goat from Africa, and we love to see that. ENL Yimbo and Julio over here on the other side of this hill. Looks like they're probably not going to push up onto this side of the hill. They'll probably just stay alive over on the other side instead. I was actually going to stay in Stiller there. Speaking of Stiller, we'll watch him. They've got 6 eliminations on the board. A lot of people want me to check out Holy Father here. Not sure what he's up to, but there's a lot of... Ferg! I need this! My house is kind of brown-outed. Please! Holy Father and Marab using that tank! Hey man, it's not banned, bruh. So I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let that slide on the main stage, bro. This is what I want to see. Some interesting gameplay. Oh, hell no. Imagine being... Wait, where did Wagner go? Imagine being Wagner, seeing a whole goddamn tank coming into the freaking tunnel, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Oh, it's not in the next zone either. So if they want to... Oh, it is. Oh, they've got a tank in the next zone. Oh, Wagner. Is he the one shooting? He's not. So Balor and Wagner both know that there is a tank down here. They don't know it's Holy Father, but god damn, this tank is in a solid placement for them to get some juicy little
enemy shield turret deployed.
Why the hell are all the Filipino teams using tanks? When did this become the meta? He's still going. He's still trying to kill this dude with the tank. Ain't no way, bruh. There actually is no way bro's actually rocking the tank right now. A skinless tank as well? Oh my god, bruh. What the hell? Come! Nah, bruh, I can't watch this any longer than I have been watching it. What's Holy Father up? Please, Philippines. I need this. Let's see if anyone can actually get a kill with it, bro. I don't think they've realized that Wagner and Balor are up here. I don't think they know. And Tokyo and Rami could push through here from... Oh my god. It's going to be a Filipino sandwich. And the only player in this tunnel that's not Filipino is Balor and Marab. Oh dear. Oh, Balor. Oh my god, look at this play. Balor sitting in a corner right here, gets jumped over on, insta rewind from Rami. Look at that mechanical skill from the GOAT himself. But now Holy Father knows that there's a team up here with his tank, so he could just start spamming tank shells down into the tunnel as well. I don't think he's done it yet, but let's hop on board and see. Oh my god, he is spamming tank shells, bruh. This is some top tier gameplay, bro. Oh! Holy Father, if you have... Oh my god, he hit one. If you have my stream open in the background, Holy Father, you seen Wagner? Shoot Wagner, bro, please. Please, Holy Father, I need this. Shot still going down. Oh my god, he's decided, you know what? He wants to pull out the machine gun. He might get sniped out of this tank, not gonna lie. 4K Rami still alive in there. Not sure if they rotated back or not. Getting out of the tank now as it looks to be weak. They've put a couple of cluster bombs inside of it as well. Marab's a little bit further up. I think he should go back in that tank, chat. What do you think? I think Holy Father should hop back in that tank, bruh. Okay, never mind. I just heard 3 cluster nades go down at the same time. Forget I mentioned anything, chat. 3 cluster nades to take down that tank is crazy. Nades coming through. Looks like the comms are going to come through as well. They've spotted Wagner on that right-hand side of the zone. Across in the tunnel here. They're gonna need to make a play if they want to stand a chance of winning this fight. Necro getting a couple kills on the ENL, but the cluster does come down. This could be an easy SMRS shot. Bang, does land it onto one of them. It looks like Balor's taking a lot of damage here. Boom, there we go. Balor goes down to Father. Now in a 1v2 situation. Wagner's gonna get killed by Father as well, broski. What a play from Marab and Father there as Father picks up 3 in this game already. The zone is far away though, and it's ticking for a lot of damage. Marab may die outside of the zone. There's no speed boost for any zone ticks anymore. Oh, another car being used right here. He leaves it for Marab to get into the zone, but I don't think it's going to help him at all as it's going to be uphill. We'll hop on board with Father's POV as he spotted Necro from down below and uses the rewind to get back into it. Now they're going to need to make a little bit of a play. Father dying and Marab gets knocked outside of the zone. That's going to be all she wrote from Philippines' finest. Arguably the biggest player in the Philippines in this tournament. Let's move on down to Go to see if he can get a little revenge spree onto Necro. Able to do it, gets the 2-piece onto Future and Necro at the same time. Shot's going to go down onto Bolivia and Holiday. Not getting in, not there. There we go. Knock comes through. What a play from Go. Not the biggest player in the Philippines, but definitely the best youngest player inside of the iferg tournaments. Remember, you need to be 18 years of age, and he just turned 18 this year, and he's been cooking ever since. Plays go down, able to take down Necro as well. Doesn't get the full kill onto Holiday or Bolivia there, though. That could be an easy headshot. Mello goes down from Africa. Hoping to see him or his teammate make it into the end game, but I don't know if it's going to be likely now. These guys have such a great spot in the zone with the ultimate high ground. Could get a pick here across the map. Definitely doable with that XPR. XPR getting buffed next season. If you didn't see the buffs or nerfs, the XPR is going to be doing way better next season than we're used to seeing from it. As goes rotating down into the zone now. Tech off below him. We've also got a European team right in front of him. These guys did well in the last duo tournament, but it looks like the Hades is going to come through from good. Can he make a thing happen? Oh no, he's going to try and get into the next zone. The defender comes through with usage. Double defender on the first and front and back sides. Not going to help him enough. Tom's good. Both dying outside of the zone there. Tokyo also dying as well. MJ and Hasbullah still alive for now, but they might go down as well from the Philippines. This is looking like it's going to go in the way of the Latin American region as Flex is still up here having high ground on the building with a goated spot. Ooh, lots of SMRSs going down. Lots of med strats with the medic carrier crate here. Claude getting cracked and knocked. He's one shot from Flex. We haven't seen these guys too much inside of this tournament thus far, but this is going to be looking like a great game from them, as the next zone is the final one, and it's going to close in about 30 seconds here. Tom Tech off both dying outside of the zone along with Tokyo. 7 teams still alive and a lot of people outside of zone playing for placement here. Holiday in Bolivia still alive. We got a Filipino team still up, so it's 2 Latin American teams with duos still up, along with the Filipino team and 1 more Filipino solo right below them. It's going to be Layla. Remember, Layla, if you pull up the scoreboard or if you look at it on the screen, they're currently in the #1 spot in the entire tournament. So the longer Layla stays alive for here, the better it is for them. Shot's gonna go down onto them. Oh my god, Hezbollah takes down 2 players. That's gonna be another placement slot. There's so many people in this end game that the game's actually lagging. Gonna hop on board with Layla here. It looks like they're gonna play for the placement instead of going for the win. And it looks like, oh my god, there's no way Leap were just gifted this win because everyone decided to play for the placement. Wait, if they don't have a medic carrier crate, they're not going to win this game. Hezbollah, does he have one? Hezbollah doesn't have a medic carrier crate either. They could die outside of the zone here and not win this game. Oh, they barely pull it off, getting the win with a few kills added onto that scoreboard. Let's see what the finals looks like here. We heard that K9 did use a Tempest. We've got the production on it, chat. Don't worry about that. We're going to make sure to check that out to see if they actually did use a Tempest. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably unlikely. It's more so likely that they used a DLQ Omega Maywatt mag to flashbang somebody when they got hit instead of a Tempest. So 8 kills and a win's gonna give them 23 points total. Yeah, 23 points total. Almost cooked myself on the math right there. So that's going to skyrocket them up the leaderboards yet again. After a bad game last time, they died with no points. They're going to go up to 43, so they will probably be in the money. Layla and Rusty finishing 2nd place with 5 total kills. That's also really good for them. They're going to get 15 points, bringing them up to 60 total. Holiday and Bolivia dying in 3rd place with 3 kills. That'll give them 10 points. They were 3rd place. That'll put them up a little bit, but not enough to really make an impact. Then below them, you can see Flex and Pachito, Tokyo and Rami, Future and Tech off with a little bit more kills. Guh and Tom also with 6 kills. King Wrath and Claude died a little bit early there for their kill count, along with Chamo and Ross Kid coming in with 7 kills and 2 points replacement, brings them up to 48 total points. Appreciate everyone following the stream. Make sure to follow the watch parties or the players participating in the tournament as well. Going down the scoreboard even further after game number 4. Remember, it's a 7-game series. We have 3 games left. You can see Jakari getting 3 kills. Mello actually got 2 with his teammate Nana. Good job from the Africans right there. Along with Necro and Slayer combining for 10 total, but they've just not been performing well today whatsoever. Holy Father bowing out a little bit earlier than what we would have liked to see as well. 17th place with 3 kills. Loading and Sleuth getting 4 eliminations that game, going up a little bit more, but I think they might go out of the top 5 here after that gameplay for the last couple of games. They've been kind of performing terribly after the first game where they got 27 points. You can see TSG are in here as well with 8 eliminations. They were able to only get 8 points, to be honest, out of that game. They got nothing for placement whatsoever. Bullboz and Ican also having a very difficult time so far in the return tournament inside of duos this time around. We got Fund and Soy Topo in there with 4 kills as well. Don't know where they're going to end up this tournament. They've been in and out of the top 10 throughout the entirety of it. Super Jeff and the Rose, a terrible game. As we go further down the list, you can see where everyone else kind of ended off. M7 had a really tough one here as well, along with Volos and Stalker. I think Volos has kind of lost his momentum after blowing himself up with the freaking SMRS at the end of the game before last. Going down to the bottom, you can see where all of the players that had a disappointing game this time around ended up placing. Zen Problem. You are going to be a problem, Zen, bro. But I'm going to be your problem. Because you're going to be going bald very, very soon, broski. Anyway, we're going to get ready to get into game number 5. We did hear that Kaza did get a brown out, which is unfortunate for him. Rest in peace, Kaza. We love you nonetheless. We hope to see you back here very soon. Maybe the brown out will finish. Fingers crossed for that. But I'm not too sure. I'm getting confirmation that Astro's from a team called NSG. So we got M7. The M7 MVP this time around is clearly thank you. instead of being the players in the tournament because they have not been performing yet today. But who knows? M7 Nagdi along with Andrew did perform at the latter half of yesterday's qualifier, so maybe they'll perform in the latter half of today's tournament. 3 games left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 games left. The scoreboard that you're seeing on the screen right now is after game 3. We just finished game 4, so we're getting the scoreboard updated as soon as possible. We're also going to get into the next game as fast as possible. It looks like Akaza is still inside of a brownout right now. Unfortunate situation for him to be in. I think we had another player also in a brownout from Team 32, so they can't join because there is no electricity in their portion of their country currently. What the heck is a Phoenix? Oh my god, what is that, Flix? I have never seen that in my entire life. Is it meant to have a sound? It had no sound. That thing looked epic. What the heck? I've never seen that in my entire life. Is that a brand new one? It's gotta be a new one, right? I've never seen that before, Flix. Flix is actually one of the people watch partying, I believe. Is he? Is he still watch partying? I feel like he is one of the watch partiers. He was watch partying earlier, right? Well, there you go.